Hi, this is Srinivasa Tirunagari. In the last class, we discussed about set operators. In this class, we discuss insert statement. Insert statement is used to insert a record into a table. Topics covered: data manipulation language, adding a new row or record to a table using insert statement. Data manipulation language. A DML statement is executed when you add a new row to a table, modify existing row in a table, remove existing row from a table. Data manipulation language or DML is a core part of the SQL. A transaction consists of a collection of DML statements that form a logical unit of work. Adding a new row to a table. So let us see, we have departments table. This is shown, the data is shown here in this diagram, where we have 4 columns: department ID, department name, manager ID, and location ID. This table is already exists in the HR schema, and this is the data. Now we would like to insert a new record into this table. 350 is the department ID, and department name is International Operation, and 108 is the manager ID, and location ID is 1700. This is the new record we would like to insert into departments table. It should go like this: we have already there, and we have department ID which is 350, and department name is International Operations, manager ID 108, location ID 1700. We use insert statement to insert a row into a table. And let us see insert statement syntax. Insert into table name, column 1, comma, column 2. You have the list of columns in the table, and values, actually value 1, value 2, like that you have value n. Using the above syntax, you can insert one row at a time. Insert statement example. It is required to insert a new department in the departments table. The values are 350, which is department ID, International Operations, that is the name of the department, 108 is the manager ID, 1700 is the location ID. We use this statement insert into departments table, and we also list of the column names. Department ID is a column name, department name is a column name, manager ID and location ID. These are the column list. And the values clause, we have 350, International Op, 108, 1700. So department ID will take 350, department name will take International Op, manager ID is 108, location ID is 1700. You will get a message like, once the row is inserted successfully, you will get a message, query OK or one row inserted. This statement and show you the result. And it says, in the result window, it says one row inserted. Now you can verify whether the row is inserted or not by using a select statement. I can write select statement like this: select star from departments table ordered by department ID descending. So using this query, I am ordering by department ID in descending order. The first record will be the highest record of department ID, highest value for the department ID, and it will be displayed first using this query. So highlight this query and execute it. You will get, look at this. First row says that 350 department ID, department name is International Op, manager ID is 108, location ID is 1700. Just now we inserted this record, so it is displayed in the result set. That means we successfully inserted this record into the departments table. Insert statement. Using insert statement, we can insert a new row containing values for each column. List values in the default order of the columns in the table. For clarity, use the column list in the insert class. It is always better to use column list in the insert class. Enclose data values and character values within single quotation marks. So these are some of the rules we can have while writing a insert statement. Insert rows with null values. There are two ways you can insert null values in a table. First one is implicit method. Here you omit the column from the column list. Then you can insert null values. For example, insert the department ID, department name in the departments table. We don't insert the values for manager ID and location ID columns. Okay, we will only insert values to department ID and department name. Automatically, null values are inserted for manager ID and location ID columns. This is an example. You see this? Here I am using an insert statement. In the departments table, insert into departments table, we have two columns listed out in the columns list, department ID and department name. I did not write manager ID column or location ID column. I just omit that. This is an implicit method. And values clause, I am passing the values, new values for the department ID, that is 363, and department name is accounts receivable. So only these two values are inserted into the departments table, and department name will have a value, department ID will have a value, whereas manager ID and location ID will have null values. I will execute this statement. I will show you, I will demonstrate that we will insert only two values in the departments table for columns department ID and department name. Click on this. You will say a message like it is successfully executed and one row inserted. This message you will receive that indicates that this is executed successfully and a one row is inserted with values 360 and accounts receivable. Now I would like to see the values that are inserted into the departments table. Using select statement, I can list out the values for the columns. So I use here select star from departments order by department ID descending order. So the latest value, the maximum value will be listed out first. So star indicates that it indicates that all the columns from the table. We have four columns. One is department ID, department name, manager ID and location ID. All the columns will be selected and the values will be displayed. I will highlight this and execute this. Click on this green button. You will get the list. So just now we inserted a record for department ID 360 and department name is accounts receivable, and manager ID, you notice this manager ID column and location ID column, the values are null. That means that I did not pass these values when I execute insert statement. This is using implicit statement. I omitted column names, the manager ID and location ID in the column list. I only supply the values for department ID and department name. Insert rows with null values. There is another method to insert null values when you insert a record. Explicit method. The method is known as explicit method. Here you null keyword in the values class. What we do, we use null keyword in the values class of the insert statement. Insert the department ID, department name in the departments table. We insert a new record with the values for department ID and department name. Insert null values for manager ID and location ID columns. How we can do this? Let us see this example. I have written the insert statement. Insert into departments table. There I am inserting a record in the departments table. This is the departments table, and I also list out the column names. Look at this: department ID, department name, manager ID, location ID. In the earlier example, I did not use manager ID and location ID. I just mentioned department ID and department name. In this example, I am using all the 4 columns from the departments table: department ID, department name, manager ID, location ID. In the values class, I am passing the values for department ID and department name only. For the manager ID and location ID, I am using a keyword null. So null is a keyword which indicates that it is empty or unknown or undefined. So the value for manager ID is null, empty, and location ID is also empty. I indicate with null keyword. I take this query and execute in the Oracle SQL Developer. So it will insert a value, a record in the departments table with values. Department ID will take 360, department name will have accounts receivable, and manager ID null, location ID null. This is an explicit method to insert null values into the columns. Now I will execute this by highlighting this statement and click on this green button. It says that one row inserted. That means one row is being inserted into the table, departments table. Let us see that. In order to find out that record which we inserted just now is inserted into the table or not, we will see the values of the columns by using the select statement. Select star from departments table, order by department ID, descending order. In the descending order, you display the results in the descending order of the department ID. So highlight this query and click on this button, you will get this value. So look at this: department ID value is 360, department name is accounts receivable, manager ID takes null value, location ID takes null value. That indicates that manager ID is empty and location ID empty. If you observe the query, what we have written, for the manager ID and location ID, we are passing empty values or null values, in other words. Copying rows from other tables. You can write insert statement with a subquery. Let us take a scenario. A table is already created by name sales_rep. This is the sales_rep. Now we want to insert the records from employees table into sales rep table for all the sales representatives. Just take the job ID sales representatives and pick up those records and insert into the sales rep table. That is the scenario. So after inserting, we have so this is the description of the sales rep table. We have only ID is there, name is a column name, and salary is also there, and commission percentage. We will pick up only 4 columns from the employees table and insert the data into sales rep table. In this table, copying rows from other table. See here, I have written a select SQL statement, insert statement. Look at this. We have insert statement, insert into sales rep. That is the name of the table where we are going to insert. And also I put some column values, column ID, name, salary, commission percentage, and select employee ID, last name, salary, commission percentage from employees, where job ID like representatives. So all the representatives will be retrieved from the select query and inserted into the table, sales rep table. And we get a message like 33 rows inserted. This message you will get. So 33 rows are picked up from the employees table who are sales representatives and inserted into sales rep table. So here we are using values. In the values class, we are using a query, subquery. Now I will execute this select statement, which is an insert statement. 33 rows inserted. A message is given to the user. That means this insert statement is executed successfully, and 33 rows are inserted into sales rep table. Now I would like to see the results that are inserted into sales rep table using select statement. Select star from sales rep. It will retrieve all the column values and display the result. Click on this. You'll see the total number of records are 33. 33 records have been inserted and all of them are sales reps. This is all about insert statement. Thank you.